Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Smackdown. This ended up being on FS1. Ain't nobody go watch that shit. And it ended up being a list of the top moments of the year. Um, so this is before day one. I'm actually recording this during the commercial breaks in day one. So they do a lot of day one promotion, which makes sense. Yeah, Michael Cole's there, Pat McAfee. Make a little jokey joke, and then let's just go over the 10, right? Majority of the things on this list are from WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or the second half of the year, just so you know. So it's, fresh in their mind kind of things. So RK Bro defeating AJ Styles and Omos to win the Raw Tag Team titles at SummerSlam. Sure, I guess. They recap Roman's year with a short video. And they talk about Reigns defending against Brock Lesnar, which is not happening. Reigns apparently has COVID, or at least that's the story. So Brock Lesnar is going to be added to the WWE title match. So now it's 5 people instead of just 4. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens defeats Sami Zayn, who's there with Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Why? I don't know. Yeesh. McAfee and Lynch, they discuss 2022 resolutions. Yeah. Bobby Lashley defeating Goldberg at SummerSlam 2021. Um, they didn't show the part where Gage jumped in to save his father, but they just cut to Lashley beating down Goldberg with the chair. And Goldberg can't respond at one point, so they call for the bell. They recap Nikki Ash cashing in the Money in the Bank contract and defeating Charlotte Flair. Odd. But they show the triple threat where for number 7, where Charlotte Flair defeats Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley to win the Raw Women's Championship. God, this first half, I gotta say, is pretty shitty. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest defeating The Miz and John Morrison. That definitely should make the list. It was surprising. It was good. They recap the Seth Rollins and Edge feud with Rollins breaking into Edge's home. Yeah. Hell in the Cell. Edge defeats Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. That was very good, and that should be in here. They recap Bianca Belair winning the Women's Royal Rumble match. And, it's funny because they have to keep arguing, like, Belair dominated. They dominated it. They dominated. And then they show Bianca Belair defeating Sasha Banks at number 4, which is great. But then they go Becky Lynch defeating Bianca Belair. I guess if you're going by top 10 moments, you can make the argument, but boy. They air the entire match, what there is to air. But they don't have the part of Lynch attacking Carmella, which is odd. So they show Big E winning the WWE title. Lynch points out that nobody has a bad thing to say about Big E. Big E defeats Bobby Lashley to win the WWE Championship. That was great. And then Brock Lesnar returning at SummerSlam 2021. Glad Brock Lesnar didn't have the COVID, that's for sure. This was short and sweet, but this show is basically a throwaway. Thank goodness for Rampage, or the second half of our wrestling week would have been filled with a bunch of nothing, right? Ugh.